5, 6, 7, 8.
I don't even know what that is.
You were just singing it.
Is that Black Betty?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know that part of the song, I suppose.
That's literally how the song starts.
Sorry. I don't know music that you didn't make me listen to in the car growing up.
You do know that song, though.
I guess. Just turning my ringer off.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Easter weekend.
Oh, happy Good Friday.
Is it Good Friday?
Today's Good Friday. Most businesses are off from work, except for mine.
Which is why
Logan was home today. Because daycare was closed, which I learned late yesterday, and then was like, oh my God, he's home from daycare. But
see, I didn't have that because I worked in jewelry, which was like a primarily Jewish business. So that wasn't a thing. We didn't have that. We did usually have like half days on Passover, which was always nice.
I was going to say, you would have been off this week anyway for Passover. Happy Passover.
Although sometimes I would have to work because they knew I was the only one that didn't celebrate in the company. Oh. So they'd be like, you come to work and we'll see you next week.
Okay, so how was your Passover? You went to a Passover Seder. I went to a Passover Seder.
Then I crashed your Passover Seder.
Right. They were separate Seders, but they were 10 minutes from each other.
Yes, which was very nice. Our Passover was nice. It was a little bit faster than yours. And then obviously I called Mom and was like, what do I do? Because you're my ride home. So then Aaron was like, come over. And then you joined our Seder. I did. But we were really just cleaning up. So then you just kind of got roped into cleaning up a little bit. I mean, I enjoy all the things. I came for like the end of dessert. So it was still fun. Got to talk to everyone. Right. And then I helped Aaron bring chairs to the basement. It was totally worth it to see cardboard cutouts of Mark and Jacob in the basement. It was very amusing. I don't even like recall the cardboard cutouts. Have you ever been downstairs? Yeah, actually the one of Jacob is him in like a baseball uniform. Yes. That one at some point was like traveling around the house being put in front of everyone's doors. Yeah. So when you would open the door, the cardboard cutout was there. You told me that. Yeah, we were probably there for like Passover or Thanksgiving or something one year where everyone was sleeping over and the cardboard cutout was making an appearance in everyone's rooms. Well, I didn't know. It didn't look like Jacob because I guess he was really young there. And I think that was from his bar mitzvah. So yeah, like 12 or whatever. 12 or 13. I didn't recognize him, so I did think that was just sort of like a random cardboard cutout. So I was like, what the hell is that? Of like a non-famous person just in the basement. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like a famous little leaguer. Do those exist? I don't think so. And then there's one of Mark, which is really funny too. That one I definitely haven't seen. I recommend taking a look. It's funny. Okay, next time I'm in the basement. Their basement is a land of wonders. There's like everything that you could ever need you could find down there. That's true. So much stuff. Other than Passover, how was your week? Good. Long, but aren't they all? Yeah. We had like some really shitty weather this week that just felt sad. It was shitty today. Now like the day's ending and it's bright. Yeah. Sunny. The day of Passover was nice though. It was like 75. Yeah, it was hot. Yeah. Yes. That was nice. Yeah. And this weekend it'll be nice. Oh, is it? Yeah. It's going to be like 60s and 70s. The sun always comes out, I feel, for like Easter and St. Patrick's Day. I have not observed. I feel I'm slow today. I feel slow. I feel a little slow, but I'm also noticing that you're usually more like. It's taking me like 5 to 7 business days to process what you're saying and then have a response. I am noticing that. I think I'll get there, but that's the kind of week that how's my week? Slow. So good. Yeah. Oh, so no, slow. slow. Not slow. How's your week? I'm also being slow. It was good. I had a lot of meetings this week, so I'm also feeling a little bit slow, as well as like I had to film like 4 or 5 episodes of the group chat at one time so that I could come home for Easter and still keep my posting schedule. That always makes me feel really slow because I'm like, and then as we've talked about, I filmed 2 episodes that for whatever reason my phone just glitched and there was no sound. Really terrible. Yeah. And tragedy. There are some episodes where it's like mostly texting. Like it'll be like just like Allison and Haley are talking or just Sloan and Allison are talking and then everyone else, I take like a 45-second clip of me just typing on the phone. Right. It's just voiceovers that you can do easy. After. Right. This was like the whole 9, all 7 girls in person talking in like brunch outfits with the hairstyles and the whole thing. And I was really devastated. Yeah. And then I had to come home for Passover. So I was like, we're moving on. We're drinking. And I definitely had some wine at Passover. But you did it. Mm-hmm. It's done. Mm-hmm. So you've put out episodes 1 and 2. They're little divots.
Oh, I was going to say, you guess you don't know how to drink very well out of cups.
Why didn't you get me a straw, Miss Hostess?
Do you need a straw?
I mean, apparently.
Episodes 1 and 2 are out.
Episodes 1 and 2 are out.
When is episode 3 coming out?
Episode 3 is coming out, I think, Saturday.
Oh, so it'll already be out by the time this is up.
Yeah. It's kind of based on a brand deal. I don't know if the commercial break that I'm planning for the season is going live today or tomorrow because I'm still waiting to hear back from the brand. So, pending that, if that goes live today, then I'll post the next episode tomorrow. But if that can't go live till tomorrow, then I'll post the next episode Saturday. I might do 2 back-to-back, which you guys will already know at this point. I kind of want to give everyone something on Easter.
Why?
Because everyone scrolls on Easter. Everyone's like with their families, and I find like holidays like that, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, there's a lot of like downtime in between eating and stuff where people feel a little brain foggy from all the talking and they just sit on their phones and everyone's like in a good mood. There's also a lot of posting on Easter because people are with their families making funny videos. So I have found that holidays, they always do really well.
Okay. Well, also maybe in between we'll post some TikToks because I keep saying we should probably make TikToks to get us out there as a duo so that we can have like 5 listeners instead of 3 for the podcast. But we haven't done that yet.
We're doing an Easter egg hunt for the first time in years.
Yes.
And I definitely want to film that because I really do feel it's going to be funny. For Aaron to do his first Easter egg hunt. Nikki's husband is extremely competitive, but in like a funny way, or at least for me. I know there have been times where you guys have played Monopoly and it's
only like legitimately one time. And then like also anytime we play tennis, it ends up not being fun. But other than that, the competitive spirit is like almost that of childlike wonder and enjoyment in a good way.
Yeah. And it is fun that like we get to bring Aaron in on all of the things he never did as a kid. So like I remember Aaron's first Christmas, he was like, it's so exciting. And now he'll get to do his first egg hunt.
Yeah, he's going to love it.
Yeah.
We're doing it because like I have a son, but I mean, I don't know why I did this. I do have a son.
He just doesn't know what's going on.
He's just like way too young he can't even walk. Yeah. So the egg hunt is for him. Yeah. That was a good usage, but it's really not. We're restarting the tradition because eventually he will do it, but at this time we are going to do it.
Yeah. Also, I just think it would be fun for us to do like the last few before it's really, because we're not really going to be doing a competitive egg hunt. We're just going to be hiding them for him, and then we're going to be standing around cheering while he finds them. So it's like the last one for
It'll also be fun to color Easter eggs because we haven't done that in so long.
I know. I always used to get scared of that though because the actual like vinegar dye and stuff, if it like drips, it like stains, and Mom was always so like crazy about that, so I always get like scared a little bit.
I don't have any memories of
I also
being
remember
afraid of the egg coloring.
Well, you're like neat and I'm not, so I think that's why. But also I remember always like every time I would make a really good egg and be like, that's the one, it would fucking crack. Like every time. Like clockwork.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wow, you have a lot of like negative associations with coloring the eggs.
Yeah.
I just like, I don't really have any associations. I remember we did it a lot, and then we would have the egg hunts, and then you would always, not you, like us, everyone, would always have an egg that you made that was like your favorite egg. And you're like, I want to find that one of mine. Yeah. And like, of course you probably never did, but
we had a big like it was us and our cousins, and there were 6 of us. So there were a lot of us looking for the eggs at Grandma's house.
Right.
And the odds of you finding yours. But I also remember I would get really competitive about the egg hunts. I don't think I ever won, but I do remember.
I don't even remember like winning. I feel like it wasn't made a big deal who was winner because then you're bound to have crying kids, and there's no fun in that.
Yeah, that's true.
For parents.
But I do remember there was one year where I kept like, I was so excited for the egg hunt and like wanted to win so bad that I kept going to sleep and like dreaming that I either won or lost and like waking up every 20 minutes. I remember this so vividly.
Yet another topic you should probably talk to your therapist about.
No, no. I just feel like there was a period of time where like Blake kept winning and I was like,
I only remember like the later years because of the 6 total grandchildren. I am second oldest.
Right.
So and the gap between me and the youngest is like 10 or 11 years. So, yeah.
Anthony?
How old is Anthony?
21.
And how old am I?
32. Oh, wow. Because I thought it was 10 years between him and Charlie.
I'm not 32 yet, by the way, but yeah.
You're 31?
I'm 31. And like 360 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all of that to say, I remember towards the end, freezing your eyebrow at the camera. As if there's like someone else in the room. It's like just us and then the cameras.
These are my friends over here.
Towards the end.
Yeah.
I would just like get yelled at by Uncle and Aunt Maria, like to not look for the eggs because they wanted like the younger cousins to find the eggs.
Yeah.
So then I would start looking for eggs and like get yelled at and then just like stop looking for eggs.
Yeah.
So
I do remember that with Anthony. They'd be like, we have to let Anthony win. And I'd be like, fucking bullshit.
Right.
I'm winning.
I'm like, tell him to look harder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care how old he is. I did forget something, by the way. I can't blow bigger because I'm laughing.
Why did you put that in there?
What are you talking about?
In the drawer. What's under there? Oh. You're literally,
happy birthday.
This is probably the whole view of my camera right now. This box. Wow.
Happy birth.
That was very thoughtful.
I got these before I knew that Logan was going to be here, so I can't blow them, but.
Oh, yeah.
In spirit.
Thank you. Okay. I'm going to make a wish. I'm not going to, no one can know what it is. Yay!
I was trying so hard to hide this stuff.
That's why you were making eyebrows?
That's why I was making eyebrows. And also when you were like, do you want to put Logan down for a nap, which I usually do, I was like, no, I have to do something.
Yeah, your brain broke.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say. I wasn't prepared to have to make an excuse. I thought you were just going to put him down.
You like to put him down. So that's why, yeah.
I didn't know what to say because I do like to
really
put him
good.
down.
It's like bad, it's poor podcasting etiquette for me to eat a cupcake and chew into the microphone, so I won't be doing that, but I would like to.
It's your birthday.
It's not.
Obviously, I got you red velvet because I know that's your favorite, but I also got some other ones for me and Aaron to eat too.
Ooh, oh my God, thanks, Skittles.
For the camera, nice. If you can see these, they look really fucking good.
I'm going to put it back. This icing is really...
I don't know what's wrong with me. I got this.
I love cream cheese icing. It's really good. She's stuck.
Oh no. I'll put these on the counter really fast.
Okay. So they're not in the shot. That was really funny.
Oh.
Thanks,
Happy
Skittles.
birth.
Thanks.
The year of 32. 31? We just talked about this.
32.
The year of 32
Turning
is upon
32.
us. How are you
feeling?
feeling?
Do you want to move that bag, or is there something else?
No.
Okay.
Imagine I just like then pull out a cake. Bring in the marching band, guys.
Otherwise, oh my God. That would actually be a nightmare because Logan is sleeping.
That is absolutely accurate.
I'd be like, no, I'll pay them not to play.
I thought about this a lot. And I was like, I'm not even going to put the noise blower in my mouth until I explain that I understand that Logan is napping. Because I didn't want you to be like...
I didn't even think about it. I was just like watching you pull things out of the drawer and your pockets and your butt. I was like, where is she getting this from?
I stuck the lighter in my pocket and then I just snuck all this shit in here when you were putting him down.
Like, oh, that reminds me. I forgot something. Opens drawer. I'm like, you forgot where my placemats are? Immediately pulls out 2 blowers and hats.
In this situation, it's really, really helpful that there is a drawer here.
And that you're sitting there and not me.
Yeah. Well, this is always my seat, so I planned for that. If I was sitting there, I probably would have snuck them onto that chair.
Oh,
and
true.
pulled them out from over there.
I'm gonna take this
but
out.
I was really surprised that you didn't notice that I put the Bloomingdale's bag under the table.
No.
And also, when you went to walk Angie before, I had them on the bench, and I was like, fuck, is she going to look at what's in there?
I did see the Bloomingdale's bag, and I was going to ask you what it was, but then I thought maybe you had like a return to make, and you were headed there when you left my house or something.
Fair enough.
And I have a return, so I was going to say you can bring my return back too. But as it turns out, they were just cupcakes.
They were just cupcakes. Yeah. Sorry. I am going to go to Bloomingdale's tomorrow, though, so you can give me your return if you want.
Okay. Oh, big day for us tomorrow. We are going. I think my she's starting to turn on. Took her a while,
needed that
to
excitement.
Power up. Yeah.
And some cream cheese frosting.
And some icing. We are getting a second car.
Yay.
So for our whole relationship, we've had one car. We've really only ever needed.
I'm sorry. I don't know what is happening.
Take a sip.
I have been. It's not helping.
Oh. I'm pausing to see if you have any more outbursts. Yep, another. We're getting a second car. We've always had one car. We've not really had a need for 2 cars, but no one tells you this when you have a child, but car seats are absolutely massive and take up the most amount of space they could possibly take up in the back of a car. We have a mid-sized Buick and like SUV, and the current infant car seat touches the back of the passenger seat, and the passenger seat's pretty far moved up. Like Aaron can't sit in the passenger seat if the car seat's in the car. Logan is outgrowing the infant car seat. His feet are starting to come off the end. And now we need to install the real car seat, and we cannot fit it in this car. We were going to get 2 cars anyway because Aaron goes to the train when he commutes into the city for work. And I take Logan to daycare, and it's just this summer, if Aaron wants to go golfing, like we just need a second car. But now we're getting a massive SUV.
Yay.
Like something I thought I'd never have. Yeah. Because I never thought I'd have the need. I'm like, who needs a car that big? Everyone with children.
Any
as
parent ever,
Right, apparently.
I mean, also, it's whatever thought I was just going to say completely just flew out of my head. Just like as I was saying it, just went somewhere. But no, it's good that you guys are finally, I mean, you've been borrowing the Jeep, and I know like the Subaru you have a little bit during the year, but then not during the summer. So it'll be nice for you to have a second car for many reasons. But whenever I'm sitting in mom's car, because mom has the car seat for Logan like permanently in her car. Yeah. And whenever I'm in mom's car, because the Mercedes like is smaller, my knees like touch the dashboard.
Oh yeah.
And then if mom brakes, which she often does, love you mom, you're like not a good driver. I'm like, I'm gonna dislocate a knee.
Yeah.
Like relax.
Yeah. Her car actually has even less space, I guess, either behind the passenger seat or from the passenger seat to the dashboard, whatever it is less space. Yeah. And the same car seat that we have, our infant car seat, when it's in her car. Oh, well, now she has a different car seat, and that takes up even more space.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even know what I was going to say also.
We're just really not fucking on it today.
No. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
It's fine.
We're having it at the same time. Like usually I'm tired and you're on, or you're tired and I'm on, but today we're both.
I don't think I've ever been tired. I feel like most of the time we've recorded, I've like somehow had the most possible energy.
Yeah.
And it's just been some long days. We also were sick all last weekend into this week. I felt yesterday like I was getting sick again. Like I was just getting over what we had.
Yeah.
Went to Passover, drank like a normal amount.
Yeah.
And then didn't get to bed till almost 1 and still had to get up at like 7 for him. So I got like 5.5 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
According to my ring. And I felt like I was like my resting heart rate all day long was in the 80s, which is atrocious.
Yeah.
And I thought I had a fever last night. Went to sleep, like got in bed at 8:30, slept for 9.5 hours.
And
I feel much better, but I'm not fast right now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of foggy. My brain is in a haze.
Well, we're also doing like, we don't have any structure. We're just talking right now. I think when we start to get into like the Q&A and all the things, then like it'll be better.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you want to get into it?
Yeah, we can get into it. Do you have a relevancy roundup this week?
Yeah. So agenda is relevancy roundup, Q&A, TV recap, and that's it. Did you have group chat weigh-in or no?
Yeah, that's what I emailed you.
Oh, so no Q&A.
I thought Q&A, I did get this question, and then because it's your birthday, I had the question of what was your best and worst birthday, so I thought we could just answer that question.
So relevancy roundup, one special Q&A.
Yeah.
Group chat weigh-in and TV recap may or may not be in that order. I don't know. It'll be you can scrub it on the bottom of the YouTube page.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the relevancy roundup is kind of light. I don't know if it's because it was Passover and Easter and people just decided not to do stuff this week, but it's been, aside from the West and Amanda of it all, which like, oh my God.
I'm going to need you to explain that to me a little bit more in depth.
Okay, we can definitely get into that. I didn't know how much you knew about it, or like, is it beating a dead horse to talk about it when everyone's talking about it? But there's nothing else in my head except for that.
We had sort of talked about the rumors, but then when I was at Fly Fish for dinner the other day, Hannah ran over to the table and was like, everyone's talking about Summer House. Like, do you know about Summer House? And I was like, I know a little bit, but I thought it was Amanda and Ben. Now I'm hearing it's Amanda and West. I'm really confused.
Yeah, Ben has a girlfriend that he apparently starts dating on this current season.
Oh.
We can include that in the relevancy roundup and we can talk about it now, or we can save it and talk about it during the TV recap. But what I will say is that for the TV recap of this episode, I don't have a ton because everything that's happening now makes me not care so much about what happened. Do I care last summer? No. Right now I need to know what's like. We need cameras up. We need the reunion. I need answers now, so I don't care so much about like the collapsing of Amanda and Kyle's marriage. I need to know about the startup of Amanda and West.
Well, that's beating a dead horse, because it's every episode is just the downfall of Amanda and Kyle when we know the outcome is that they don't end up together. Right. And now there's all this shit with her and West. So like, it's not, you know, but I think we should talk about that now, because technically that's not part of TV recap, because it didn't happen on the episode.
Okay. Well, we'll start with Amanda Batula and Wes Wilson have confirmed the romance rumors.
So fucking crazy.
So, you know a lot of like leading up to this. You know that Sierra and Wes were dating. Yes. You know that Amanda and Kyle had broken up, obviously.
Yep.
And we discussed the rumors. We both kind of agreed, we thought at the time it probably wasn't true, and we didn't think that Amanda would do that to Sierra.
Right.
So on Wednesday morning, I think, Amanda and West released a joint statement that's posted to both of their Instagram stories. It's pretty vague word salad explaining like we have a connection that we've kept private until now, but it's starting to impact us and other people, so we're coming out with it, basically. However, like I said, it's really vague.
Yeah.
They don't say each other's names. They just both posted it. So for a while, people were like, this is clearly an April Fool's joke. And there was a theory circulating. Amanda and West separately have these big brand partnerships with Buffalo Wild Wings, and they've both posted stories ads on their Instagrams pretty recently. So people were thinking, because the story is so vague, it's an April Fool's prank where they're both going to announce the partnership, like Buffalo Wild Wings is announcing a new flavor or a different appetizer, like something.
Like the connection that they share is like their love of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Or like it's a connection to whatever thing Buffalo Wild Wings was unveiling. And so I think people were honestly looking for any reason to believe it wasn't true, because she was so widely beloved. And even though we all kind of want to hate on West, his redemption arc on this season has been so good.
Yeah.
And people wanted to believe he maybe ended up with Sierra. There have been rumors that he's been seen with Sierra this winter.
Yeah.
Like in Manhattan. They were at the Super Bowl together.
Oh.
And amongst other things. They're both brand partners, have a brand partnership with, I forget what brand. So they were at the Super Bowl together for that brand.
Oh my God, I have so many questions. Like, does Sierra know?
Well, so let me break it down for everything I know, and that probably answer.
I just also first have to say, before you break down the rest, now that we know it was not an April Fool's joke or some brand partnership thing, that is like the most fucking hard launch I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, they didn't even ease into it. Releasing a joint statement as a collab post is a crazy
No, it wasn't a collab post. It was a joint statement just on their Instagram stories.
I still feel like that's crazy.
They also They never said that they are actually even officially dating. They just announced that they have like a connection and like that the rumors are true.
I think that means they are officially dating and they just don't want people to start shitting on them.
Hold on.
Okay.
You're getting ahead of me.
So sorry.
So,
Trage of me to be getting so far ahead of you. Go ahead.
So they released a statement. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, there's like so much that happened. I'm trying to like compartmentalize in my head like how to even break this down.
I literally can see your brain short circuiting.
Yeah, like the wheels are working overtime. I'm probably gonna start like smoking in a second. They released a statement. The internet starts burning to the ground. I cannot believe that this is true.
Yeah,
obviously, and people are starting to wonder if it's a prank. In that time, on Wednesday, between Wednesday and Thursday, which Thursday's April 2nd, so in the time where we're like maybe it's a prank.
Yeah.
Or Thursday. Yeah, whatever. Wait, sorry, hold on. They released the statement Tuesday.
Okay.
March 31st.
Yeah.
People are saying they're surely going to recant this and say it's a prank on April 1st, Wednesday.
Right.
So between the release of the statement and the end of Wednesday, there is a photo released of Sierra in meatpacking in Manhattan, sitting on the floor, crying, being consoled by like a man. We don't know who this man is. And he was dressed really well, so he's probably gay. And the person who sent the photo in said that it was like moments either before or after probably the statement went public. So it seems like she was completely in shock and maybe did not know that was going to happen, that they didn't even tell her, give her a heads up. So that alone was like, what lengths are other people going to go to support Amanda and West's brand partnership with Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever it was? So that was kind of weird. Then Dave Portnoy. Do you know who Dave Portnoy is?
Yeah. Okay. Where the hell does Dave Portnoy come into this?
So Dave Portnoy responds to a tweet about the statement saying, this is old news. Brianna Chicken Fry. You know who that is?
No.
She works.
I'm assuming that's a fake name.
No. Yeah, her last name's not Chicken Fry.
Thank God.
Her last name's LaPaglia. So Dave Portnoy said, to answer your question, she's like now an influencer. She works at Barstool. She has a podcast. Like, she runs in the same circle as Wes Wilson. She's been spotted out with him a lot in the last like year and a half.
Okay.
And there were actually rumors at some point that she had some kind of romantic relationship with him, unconfirmed.
Okay.
So Dave Portnoy tweets, Brianna Chicken Fry told me at the Super Bowl that these two were hooking up. So this is old news.
While he was at the Super Bowl with Sierra.
No, but Brianna announced this to Dave at the Super Bowl, which was like the first weekend of February, meaning that had to have been happening for at least a few weeks. So
what I'm saying is that when West went to the Super Bowl with Sierra and Sierra clearly didn't know, they were already hooking up, which adds even more of a level of like, this is so fucked up. Okay, continue.
Also, between January and the time that it's now been announced, like, Amanda and Sierra went on Watch What Happens Live. They've been posting together. They've been seen together. Yeah. So clearly, Sierra had no idea, and Amanda has been keeping this a secret.
Yeah.
So
wait, pause 2 seconds. Erin, can you check your phone while you're up here? Because last time that we recorded, your phone like randomly went off.
Okay, cameras are fixed, mics are fixed, things are plugged in.
We're all good.
Back to what we were saying.
Yes.
So Dave Portnoy saying that made it sound like, okay, this is obviously not some kind of prank because this was being talked about in the first week of February. They surely didn't get Dave Portnoy involved to corroborate their silly little prank.
Yeah.
So I stopped holding my breath at that point. So now all of that comes out.
Yeah.
In like all of the different cast members, there has been so much online since just Tuesday.
Yeah.
Lindsay, Hubbard, I'm trying to think who
from
else.
Summer
Jesse.
House.
Yeah, a lot of the cast members posted these like screenshots of them on their stories of them all looking shocked, like, but like of their own faces from episodes.
Oh,
which is kind of weird. Hannah Berner posted some kind of brand partnership with like butt wipes that was funny. She like wrote a song. It was funny. And Paige commented, the theme of today is being shocked on the internet. Paige has also commented on a ton of Sierra's stuff.
Oh my God.
And it's very clear from Paige's like engagement on social media of posts that she's liked.
Yeah.
And things she's commented on that she is clearly Team Sierra.
Yeah. Which is so sad because Paige and Amanda were like always so close.
Yeah, but now if you're Paige, right? Hannah hates and does not speak to Amanda.
Yeah.
And now Sierra hates and does not speak to Amanda. And Amanda did something diabolical. Well, looks like Amanda's not your friend anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Kyle was stopped for an interview on the street.
Fix your hair right here. Sorry.
The amount of like fixing we're doing in this episode.
I'm sorry. I know it's going to bother you though. It was literally like,
Kyle was stopped on the street, probably like an interview that he arranged.
Yeah.
By this guy who all he does is like see celebrities out and he interviews them on random stuff, and he like weirdly does get a lot of good content and answers. Anyway, he interviews Kyle. Kyle basically says, I'm surprised. I did not know about this. I'm sad for Amanda. She's like heavily being cyberbullied now online, and West is gaining followers. He was like very concerned that West had gained 50,000 followers, and like I guess Amanda has lost some. I don't know.
Oh.
And then he said something about, and Carl is a mess, and that obviously like went viral. Everyone's like, why would Carl be a mess? Like, why? Who cares?
Yeah.
So that's just being like made fun of, and people are laughing.
That is
about
a weird thing to say.
Yeah, like we're thinking of you, Carl. Hope you're not too much of a mess.
Hope you're good. Friday. I really hope you're good.
I'm trying to think what else. There was honestly so many things. Then Lindsay posted a reel of her walking down the street with Vanderpump Rules like ex-castmate and to some song, and she's wearing a Loverboy hat, and it's in slow-mo, and then the caption is like we're investigating or something weird, like vague, but clearly it was in reference to this. I think she just wanted to get involved in the drama.
Yeah.
Like really didn't mean anything.
Oh my God.
Rihanna has unfollowed Amanda on Instagram. That's how you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. Amanda had a brand partnership with, I don't even remember what brand it was. It was like some marijuana apparel company, and they had just posted photos of her, and they took them. She probably still has them on her page. They took them down.
Oh my God.
Yeah, which is,
I don't see that like she did anything more wrong than West, that like the women always get blamed.
Yes, because in this situation, Sierra is her best friend. West is wrong, but you have to, like in my head, I think it's your responsibility as someone's best friend and like their girl to do right by them. West has been and clearly always will be like a shitty guy. So you can't count on him to be good to Sierra because he already burned her once.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the last thing. Now, there was a blind item released on like some gossip blog, whatever, last June 5th, saying that a seasonal reality star was cheating on her husband. And I guess at the time I didn't see this, and I don't think there was literally any speculation about her. I don't know who people thought that was about. Now, in hindsight, people are wondering if Amanda and West have been together since last summer. And now a ton of people have come out, again, like anonymous random civilians of New York City being like, I saw West and Amanda together here. I saw them together here. I am a neighbor of West and saw them making out in West's apartment like last November or whatever. So the timelines are now getting kind of strange.
That's so crazy.
I think actually they can kind of only date back to January, not November for those people of New York.
Yeah.
But there's now speculation about what was happening the 6 months prior to the last 6 months of last year. And people are also dissecting every single clip of Amanda and West together on this season.
Well, not this week's episode, but last week when he was the one consoling Amanda in the bathroom and stuff.
Right.
Oh my God.
And apparently he used a sock. There was like, the footage is far away. It's when he's entering the bathroom to console her.
Yeah.
He takes a sock and like tries to cover his microphone so that he couldn't be heard in the bathroom, but it didn't work. But that conversation was nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And then when he comes out of the bathroom, you see him take the sock like out from under his sweatshirt, and he's like talking to Kyle. I don't know really what exactly that was, but I saw that on the internet.
Oh my God.
I saw people when she leaves the room after he calls her a dumb bitch. Kyle.
Yeah.
And West is out there like he tries to grab her, and I don't know, people are kind of making like a mountain out of a molehill about their body language.
Yeah.
But I guess there is something to it because they were flirty and touchy, and I never thought anything of it because she also did that with Jesse, and she also did that with Ben.
Yeah.
So it would be reasonable to say she cheated with anyone based off of that body language.
Right.
We're just hyper fixated on West because now they're together, but that body language to me doesn't necessarily say something was happening last summer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The other thing that I'm thinking is like, obviously it would be messed up regardless of like whether or not she told Sierra. Obviously, like it's a messed up situation, but for how big, I'm not like such a Summer House fanatic, but I've seen a lot of it, and I remember watching Reunion with You, Hannah's last season, and her getting engaged and Amanda not knowing about it, and that whole fight that she's like, you didn't tell me when you got engaged. And I'm like, what a fucking hypocrite. Like, that didn't even have anything to do with you. And you like, how could they not give her a heads up is more what it is for me. Like, it's messed up anyway, but if she really was crying on the floor in the meatpacking district because she found out that day, like, how the fuck do you not tell her before you release something online?
Because she's a coward. Oh, and there's one more thing.
Oh, no.
Which is that their joint statement said they had a connection. It did not say they were dating or anything of the sort. And now, again, people coming out of the woodwork being like, I saw West. West was dating a friend of mine they were still together in January. Like, people are reporting all of these overlaps of when him and Amanda have been together, which it seems like that was from at least January of this year, where he's been seen with, speaking to, full on dating other girls.
Oh my God.
From other cities also, and also New York. So it's now unclear too. Did Amanda know that West was seeing other people? If not, that obviously now probably you and West are done, and like you did all that for nothing.
Yeah.
But to post a joint statement is, you would think that these people were like madly in love, but he had like 10 other side girls. So which is it? Are you in love or are you not in love?
Oh my God. I mean, if they were in love and dating, I have a feeling that this whole situation turning so bad so quickly is going to end them, between the online hate and now the rumors about West and things that she might not have found out about. Like, how many guys continue to date other girls like a month or two into talking to a girl they end up with, and that girl never finds out, but you're famous, so you can't do that. This is going to be the end of them. It almost kind of reminds me of Olivia Rodrigo and Sabrina Carpenter with Joshua Bassett, because like I think Sabrina Carpenter's talked about how her and Joshua Bassett ended so quickly because there was so much
hate online,
shit around them. Yeah.
Right. So all of this you put yourself through, like, she was being set up to be like a scorned woman on a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Ends up being kind of the best thing that ever happens to that woman because she gets lifted up. Ariana Madix, after Scandival, got the Love Island gig. Like, she was on she was in Chicago on Broadway. There were so many opportunities given to her. People wanted to uplift her after she had been so like wronged by her ex.
Yep.
Amanda was on that same path. She has ruined and I think actually would have been bigger because she was even more loved, I think, than Ariana. I never watched Vanderpump.
Yeah, I didn't either.
People really, really loved her, and she had this community online and in real life of people who wanted her to do so well after this divorce. Yeah. And now no one wants anything to do with her. And
oh my God.
I was thinking to myself, like, she posted and did so many brand deals in the last like 6 months. I'm like, maybe she was seeing West. Maybe she knew it was going to come to a head and she was just trying to like squirrel away money before she got isolated.
I do remember you saying to me that she was doing so many brand deals.
She posted like 8 brand deals in like a month at one, like in February.
This is
or March.
So messy. But yeah, I mean, even what like Hannah Ann on The Bachelor. I remember like when Peter ended up ditching her and then everyone so rallied around her and she was not going to be the next Bachelorette and then they made her the next Bachelorette. Like, that is so sad.
That looks like nothing compared to what this would have been for Amanda.
Yeah.
There's so many women on The Bachelor that every single one gets dumped except for the girl who was chosen.
True.
Obviously her situation was worse because engaged. She was chosen and then she was dumped.
Right.
But that's kind of the name of the game, and that happens a lot where people pick someone and then like they end up breaking up. Hers happened to be on camera, and I think that kind of helped her case to get people to rally behind her. People have been watching Amanda and Kyle's relationship for 10 years.
Yeah.
Now, Kyle, this is the best thing to ever happen to him because now he can sit back and play the victim.
Yeah.
And all of this bad press from all these episodes where he's acting like a child.
Yeah.
It's kind of being overlooked because of what's happening now. People are not paying attention to what happened last summer. This is way bigger news.
Right. All the heat's being taken off of him.
Right. Now the only thing I think people are even watching this episode for, one, they tease that Sierra and West are going to kind of be together in the season. There's the mid-season trailer. They're kissing, it looks like, in a dark room. So I'm going to watch because I'm curious what ends up happening with the two of them.
Yeah.
Because that makes obviously all of this way worse.
So much worse.
And I also want to see if there's any other, again, we're probably overblowing this, but like anything else happening between Amanda and West that seems a little suspect during the season. Outside of that, I don't really care about what's going on in the season.
Right.
I'm watching with like one eye. Like I'm kind of just over it, and I now need them to film the reunion and air it immediately.
Yeah.
Because old news, what happened in July of last year, I do not care. Like, I need to know what's happening now.
But Sierra hasn't made any sort of statement. Like, no one's heard from Sierra. Has she posted anything regular that's not about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She posted She went to the premiere. Angie, get down. Come here. Down.
Angie. Hi, girlie.
She went to the premiere of Your Friends and Neighbors.
Okay.
And she was on the red carpet interviewing all the stars.
Yeah.
So she posts a video of her interviewing all the different people, but the opening scene is her talking to Jon Hamm. And he walks over. She said, hey, like, so good to meet you or see you, whatever. How are you? And he said, oh, I'm good, thanks. How are you? And she goes, I'm good. And then the camera zooms in on her, and she looks at the camera and said, actually, I've been better. So she posted. I think the premiere was Tuesday, the day they announced. Or maybe it was like Monday. It was this week. She posted that like Wednesday morning. Then Wednesday night. You know what? I'm getting my timelines mixed up. But it was after the announcement was announced, she posted that. Yeah. Which she was already went to the event and was planning to post anyway. And I'm sure she was paid. And then Jon Hamm went on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen it wasn't after Summer House, I guess, or maybe it was, I don't remember, to promote Your Friends and Neighbors. And I watched it. So maybe it was after Summer House. It was Tuesday night. And Andy Cohen asks him what he thinks about that. He says, obviously, it's a terrible situation. He then says he's Team Sierra, obviously, and says that she was wonderful at the red carpet and that he didn't know at the time what she had been going through. He had no idea about this announcement, and he heard later. And now looking back, it's funny that she said, I've been better. I guess he's all, seen the video.
But you know what's funny too? We were just saying like Amanda had this opportunity to be like America's victim and be like the scorned woman and be loved, and she just gave up her slot and gave it to Sierra.
Yeah, now Sierra's going to be lifted, which she deserves, way higher than any woman in reality TV history.
Yeah. As she should be. Like I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, she absolutely deserves it. That Rihanna obviously loves Sierra. And there are rumors that Rihanna is trying to set Sierra up with Michael B. Jordan, which that would be a sick couple.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Sierra would probably leave Summer House because she'd be too big for it.
Well, if I was her, I would probably leave. Like, if I was her, I don't know if I'm coming back.
Yeah, how do you be in a house after that?
There are also rumors, are they even going to have Summer House now? Because who's going to go on it?
True, Amanda and Kyle are divorced, and then Sierra's not going to want to see that. I mean, that's where they should just do an entirely new cast for Summer House. Like, bring in some new, fresh faces that are young. Bring it back
to the way. At that point, though, just make it a different TV show. Because now the affiliations with this TV show, it's like, when Scandival happened, they ended Vanderpump Rules after that.
Oh, yeah.
And then they did come back with a new cast. Like, they kind of revamped it and made it a whole new cast of people. But I think Kyle and Amanda would have gone back to Summer House anyway. They were on good terms. I think I could have seen them filming this summer, which it's in like 2 months the filming starts. So I don't know what the plans were or how those plans are going to change.
I wonder if production for Summer House is now like fucking panicking.
Oh, of course they are. They're having to probably revamp the entire reunion. Yeah. Because so much of what was going to be talked about is completely irrelevant now.
Wait, they haven't filmed Reunion yet?
No.
Oh my God, Reunion's going to be crazy.
And I think we've had a good handful of episodes, so Reunion probably will be filming in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then it usually airs like when the season is over, they take a week break sometimes and then air it.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. Hold on.
And then we have to move on. We've been talking about this for like 30 minutes.
Ugh, late May or early June.
Huh?
So I guess we probably have another like 4, 5, 6 episodes of Summer House, I would assume, because filming for the reunion will be late April. And then it doesn't air till the season's over. End of May or early June is kind of late. Hold on. Let me look up how many more episodes.
This might end up being like the craziest reunion yet.
Yeah. It says it's currently airing episode 9, having recently aired. Based on previous seasons, there's usually 17 episodes. So 8 or 9 remaining, which means in all of April, all of May, we'll have new episodes every week. And then they'll put out the reunion like after it ends.
Wait, when they put out Reunion, can I come over and we could do like a pizza party and watch Reunion?
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
I'm scared.
I'm not scared. I fucking live for this shit.
Yeah.
This is like juicier than the
group chat. I'm not like actually scared.
I know, excited. But I mean, yeah. I am like, bring on the chaos. I'm really fucking into it. Wow. What a crazy turn of events. I can't believe that the rumors turned out to be true. I feel awful for Sierra. I really can't wait to hear her take, and I want to know everything. And then I also do wonder if it will come out that Amanda cheated on Kyle with West, because that would be so crazy. I mean, and Kyle's going to feel like an idiot for defending her. Because he was like, I feel bad Amanda's getting all this hate online.
Amanda struggles with anxiety and depression. That's like a very known thing.
Yeah.
And she's not typically active on social media because of it. And I think her marriage made it worse. He had said in the interview something to that effect of like, Amanda struggles normally.
Yeah.
Now she's being cyberbullied. Obviously, if she was cheating on him, yeah, I mean, he's not gonna love that. But I think his PR team is probably prepping him like, if she was cheating on you, you win. Like, you come out of this like, the victim card is like apparently the best thing you can play in reality TV these days. And she was playing that before. Now he gets to play it. So good on him. And then he looks like the nice guy for defending his ex-wife's mental health. I think he'll be fine.
I just think the way that the series of events and the way that they went about this, like one move could have changed this entire situation if they had told Sierra a while ago. And even if Sierra wasn't actually fine with it, Summer House crew might have said to her, you have to pretend to be fine with it so that people don't fully hate Amanda and we don't have to like cancel Summer House for the future. If they had talked to her and Sierra could have issued like a statement of support being like,
no, I'm not never have done that. That's crazy.
If the show made her, she could have at least been like, I'm not thrilled about the situation.
It's not in her contract. She has to do whatever they say. She would never have done that. She's now been burned by Wes twice. Yeah. And you didn't watch last season last season. 2 seasons ago, they were starting to date.
Yeah.
Off camera at the end of summer into fall, he just kind of ghosted her, I guess.
Yeah.
And then put out public statements that he didn't really like her enough, kind of. She was so angry all last season. She did not speak to him. She wouldn't even look at him. She was so mean to him. It was hysterical. You think she's going to put out a statement of support that he's now banging her best friend? Absolutely not. That would be absurd.
I guess not. But I feel like maybe if she had some warning, she might at least be like, I'm not thrilled with the situation, but it's something we're handling privately. And please don't pile on Amanda. No chance.
No.
All right. Well.
She's not that girl. She's like, even though she's mature and like amazing, I think she is here for the revenge. Yeah. I think she's happy to have that. I think she's happy to be uplifted while people are not happy with Amanda and West. Of course, she wouldn't be supporting massive cyberbullying.
Yeah.
But everything that's happening to them right now, maybe some people are taking it too far, but this is the consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
You kind of deserve to hear from people that they're not happy with you.
Yeah.
They don't like you right now.
Justice for Sierra.
Seriously.
Okay, well, moving on, but that is so crazy and absolutely can't wait to see what unfolds with that. Not to it's an unfortunate thing that society does feed off of the drama that is ruining other people's lives, but it is extremely interesting, and that's sort of what you sign up for when you're a reality star. But it is nice how people rally around women these days, because even back in Jersey Shore, like the things that Ron did to Sam were so unacceptable, and people did not rally around her, and no one really took her side. And then when they did Reunion, she was like, I won't be on Reunion if Ron is on it, and they kind of like picked Ron over her, and she didn't join the show until Ron went to rehab, and I always thought that was fucked up. I'm glad that people are rallying around Sierra, and I think it's nice.
Yeah, I agree.
The summer camp that I used to work for, someone just texted me. It's so funny that they were even able to find my phone number somewhere in like the old system. It's been like 5 years since I worked there, but they texted me and asked me to come to camp this summer to do like something group chat.
They're gonna pay you?
Probably not.
Doubtful. Yeah.
I have 4 college lectures scheduled. I don't take money from like schools and camps because
Well, that's nice of you. I'd be taking money. Give me that check.
I don't think they could afford to pay me a lot anyway, but I just don't take money. Like I did it last year. I spoke to a college theater class, and I have 4 scheduled for September and October this year. I just think it's nice. It's fun for me. I like it.
Good. That's big of you.
Thanks.
I'd be taking the money.
I do not take the money.
I'd be like, you can't afford me. No, probably I wouldn't, but in my current situation where I just like could use more money, I would be taking money. Yeah.
I mean, I guess if they offer, but I never would ask for it. And for a lot of the colleges, it's like theater departments are extremely underfunded. Right. Anything with the arts is extremely underfunded. And they're usually doing it outside of the school. Like the school is not funding them to get a guest speaker. They're just, it's like people, adults who follow my content and teach, and they're like, would you consider talking to my class? So like there isn't really money to be offered, but I don't mind doing it for no money.
All right. Support the arts, you know? Support the arts except for LIU.
Except for I mean, it's public. It's public knowledge.
Should I not?
I didn't say it. You said it.
Do you care?
No.
Okay. We also don't have to support Michigan. There.
Or
specifically that one teacher who tried to kick me out of school.
Yeah. I got a lot of comments on that video of people being like, drop names, and like, I would love to, but I don't want to get sued. Yeah. It's public knowledge what college I went to, so feel free to look it up. And if you have a child attending university soon, I would certainly...
In the theater program.
Yes. If theater school, any theater school, I would definitely look at where I went and maybe don't. Maybe don't.
Okay. We have been filming for an hour. We've gotten through one relevancy roundup. We have a whole episode ahead of us. We haven't even done.
Yeah.
So the relevancy roundup, honestly, I don't remember if I said this to you or if I said it in the beginning of the episode, but like light week for interesting news aside from Wes and Amanda.
You did say it at the beginning.
Okay. Yeah. So, there was something. I'm going to skip the 3 of the stories I was going to talk about because they're like actually meh. I'll rattle them off quickly, and like we don't have to talk about any of them in depth. But before I do, I wanted to say to you, I saw a post on Instagram. One of those random accounts that post like fun facts and stuff.
Yeah. And
they posted houses that have been reused in various TV shows, and there were 3 or there were 2 and then like maybe 1 that are so specific to you and your interests that I had to ask you if you knew.
Oh, I bet I could guess. Wait, can I guess at least one of them?
Yeah.
I know Susan Meyer's house from Desperate Housewives was used in Never Have I Ever.
That was it.
Yeah.
Well, that was one of them.
Yeah. Of course I know that.
Okay,
and you know what?
One.
I didn't read that online. When I saw the street view of Davey's house, I was like, that fucking Susan Meyer lives there. What are we talking about? So I knew that from looks. I know there are others, but off the top of my head, I don't remember. So tell me.
Okay. Oh, another big one. Lorelai Gilmore's house.
Spencer Hastings and Pretty Little Liars. That one I know because I did the lot tour when I was in California last summer. And sorry. Okay. I'm sucking all the fun out of it. I'm really sorry.
Did you know that the Stars Hollow Town Square was also reused as the Rosewood Town Square? Okay.
And the church. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't tell me anything about TV that I don't know.
Did you watch Big Little Lies?
No.
Then the last one's not interesting.
Okay.
But Miley Stewart's house in Hannah Montana, like the Malibu house from the outside, has been renovated. Now it's like all white, and that was used as the house for one of the...
Oh, I remember you... Big Little Lies was the one with Shailene Woodley, right?
Yeah.
I remember you watching that. Yeah. Sorry, there's absolutely nothing you can tell me about like Pretty Little Liars, Gilmore Girls, Desperate Housewives, or probably at least 5 more that I could name. Well, that's why I was
excited. I thought like maybe you didn't know.
Should I have pretended not to know?
I guess not.
Lorelai's house is Spencer's house?
No, it's too late. It's too late.
I tried.
Taking the wind out of my sails. On my birthday, no less.
It's not your birthday. Your birthday's Monday.
Well, you made me make a wish.
Was your wish that I wouldn't know these things and I justified it?
I wished you would just not take the wind out of my sails.
I didn't mean to yuck your yum. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. I don't even want to read the rest of the relevancy roundups. Like, they're bad.
Okay, I can give you one. Olivia Rodrigo announced her new album.
Yeah, that was one of mine. There, I took the wind out of your sails. Yeah, I had that in there.
I'm leaving.
The title of the album is like, "Why are you so sad for being so in love?" Like something like that.
Oh.
Interesting title. She currently has a boyfriend. She's been dating for maybe almost 3 years. Lewis Partridge, who's like a British actor. Literally could not pick him out of a lineup, and I couldn't tell you one thing he's in, but they've been dating for a while. And if that title of the album is about her, that means she's so unhappy, but she's in love. I'm like,
confused.
What's up?
I also do wonder, like, a lot of her really all of her best songs have been about breakups and like the angsty shit. And I'm like, I wonder how writing songs about being in love and being in like a good relationship is going to go for her.
We're going to find out.
Can't even imagine.
Yeah. Because I've always really liked her music.
Yeah.
She does skew a lot younger. So you went to her concert in April of 2024.
No.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Do you have another sister that I don't know about?
No. I was going to get you tickets. I was going to get tickets for us.
Oh, and then we went
as
to
like
Matt
my
Rife.
Christmas present for you.
Oh.
But then I was going to be on my honeymoon when she was at MSG. So then I didn't get you those tickets. But then in my head, I still thought you went for some reason.
Oh, I thought I remembered you saying, or maybe it was Sabrina Carpenter, but I remembered when you got me a gift for like being a bridesmaid. You ended up getting us tickets to see Matt Rife when he was in town.
Right. That was the same year I would have bought you Olivia Rodrigo tickets, but it wasn't for Christmas. It was for...
Also, those would have been so expensive.
Well, I tried to get on the pre-sale, and I did... If you don't get pre-sale, forget it.
Yeah.
You're paying the resale value. There's no concert in the world that is worth the price of those resold tickets. Like, I'll just listen on Spotify in my home. I'm good, thanks. Like, I actually don't need to be there. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless I'm paying like $250 or $300. We went to NoahCon at MSG like 2 years ago.
Oh.
One of the best concerts ever. And we were in the pit. What? You don't know who that is? Oh my God. He sings Stick Season.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He's amazing. Amazing. His new album is coming out like any day.
Okay.
I think.
Cool.
This is Super Bowl for me because I'm obsessed with him. That was my number one listened to artist the last like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So we went to his concert. We sat in the pit. I signed up for pre-sale with like 5 emails and I got rejected all but one. It was Aaron's email.
Yeah.
And I bought pit tickets and they were $350, which is pretty expensive to stand in the floor. Mm-hmm. But MSG does not oversell and overpack those floors, the standing room.
Yeah.
So it's actually lovely. You have your own entrance, your own bathroom, your own bar. It's really nice. Every time I've gone to standing room in MSG, I've had a great experience.
Yeah.
And $350 was a pretty expensive sale for a ticket on the initial sale, like not a resold value.
Right.
I bought 6 tickets because we had 4 people that were going to come with us, and then they didn't want to come because they like weren't actually that big fans of him. And if you're not a big fan, as a couple, are you spending $700 to go see him? No. I resold each of those tickets for like $1,000.
Wow.
And by the way, that I was like, I don't want to be some like loser who sells this for $3,000. Like that's so losery. Just don't buy the ticket then. Like these bots, it pisses me off because some people are real fans.
Yeah.
So I sold it for like $1,000. And they sold immediately because every ticket, the floor standing tickets, were like $1,500, $2,000.
Oh wow!
So
you did such an active service. For
I did.
The
we did turn a profit. Sorry, but I didn't sell them for as much as I could have.
That's very lovely of you.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yep. Okay, so then we covered the Olivia Rodrigo album.
We did.
There we go.
I love an MSG concert. I've been to a few this year because Live Nation is very good to me, and they've sent me to a few very lovely concerts. And surprisingly, I went to Maroon 5 and I was like excited to go, but like not that. I was like, I don't know. I didn't realize how many Maroon 5 songs I knew. Like there are just songs that play on the radio and I never paid attention to who sings them. Like literally every song on the set list, I was like, I know this. Yeah. It was a great show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good.
Even though I think Adam Levine is kind of hated.
Yeah, he has had scandals.
He's had some scandals.
He cheated on his wife, who's a Victoria's Secret angel, with like their nanny or something. I don't know.
Oh my God, that's so trashy.
Yeah, I actually don't know if it was the nanny. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm actually like 99.9% sure he did cheat and there were DMs released or something.
No, I do remember him cheating. I don't remember it being the nanny.
Yeah, maybe I made that up. They like may not even have kids. I actually have no idea. Maybe that was Jude Law.
Who knows?
Yeah. Men just be cheating.
They just be fucking cheating, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. So we can move to Q&A.
Yeah. I think we should probably pick between Q&A and group chat weigh-in.
Oh.
Because we have already been going for an hour.
So pick.
Let's...
Well, the TV recap is like very light.
It doesn't matter. It's still already been an hour.
Yeah, you're right.
I think we should do group chat weigh-in because we haven't done it in a few weeks.
Okay, let's do group chat weigh-in.
Okay.
Do you want me to just read it because my computer's plugged in?
Yeah, you can read it.
I don't have my tablet today because it's being used for the baby monitor.
Yes, ma'am. That boy is still sound asleep.
Thank God.
That boy is asleep. Taking naps there on the daily.
Why'd you stop? I was vibing.
Because I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with daily.
Oh, okay. All right. 1. I think you accidentally cut out the beginning here, so I'm going to assume it starts with you since. I'm going to assume it's I've been following you since your Leonardo days and absolutely love the group chat and can't wait to see what happens this season.
Thank you.
I'm having an issue with my friends. They're making a lot more money than I do, and recently it seems like all we do is go out. We go out for dinner, go out for drinks, take trips together, etc. I just can't keep up with the amount of money we're spending. And even when I throw a party at my apartment, they always want to leave after an hour or two and go bar hopping. I'm really uncomfortable bringing this up, and I'm hoping you can give me some advice.
Oh, the money thing is always a little tricky. It is. I don't know. I've been kind of on both sides of this, and that is a really hard thing because I've had friends, especially like I feel in like high school and college, where it was like every time that we wanted to go out, they were like, I don't have money and I can't go. And we wanted to go out, but then I've also been in situations where I've had some friends who are making a lot more money than I did, especially when I first moved to the city, and they like always wanted to go to like really expensive dinners in Manhattan, and I was like, I can barely make rent. I don't even know. Do you have advice for this?
I've also been in both situations. I think you can have a candid conversation with your friends and say, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know how many friends are in this group. You can't tell people you're not allowed to go out because I can't go out.
Yeah.
And especially on a Friday or Saturday night, my advice to you is if you want to be smart and save some money, you might have to skip a Friday or a Saturday and not participate in every single thing. If everyone's going to dinner on a Wednesday, like maybe sometimes you skip things because you have to do what makes sense for you. I think it could be helpful to balance between skipping some things but not missing out on everything, to host things at your apartment.
Yeah.
Host a potluck on a Saturday night. Everyone, and like make it I want to have a stay-in girls' night. I want to host a potluck.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the chicken. Everyone bring something, okay? Yeah. And then like you're just doing the cost of like go to Whole Foods and buy an $8.99 rotisserie chicken or two.
Yeah.
Done. And then, or host a meal, everyone bring a wine. Like there are creative ways to host people and not spend a ton of money.
Yeah.
I think also, I'm trying to think about like hosting a party where people don't want to leave and go to the bar. But going to the bar shouldn't be an expensive thing.
I guess it depends on how often you're doing it. I think you can also propose alternative plans maybe, like, and you can't control it or make people do what you want to do, but if they are wanting to go to like Bond Street or somewhere really expensive, you can be like, would you guys mind if we just do this other restaurant instead that's maybe more affordable? And if not, I totally get it. But
that's a restaurant. I was saying bars, going to the bars. She wrote, even if I have a party, they want to leave after an hour or two to go bar hopping.
Yeah.
But going to a bar shouldn't be expensive. If there's no cover to get in, so maybe you could pick bars to, okay, this is like kind of in depth, but one of my best friends and I, who lived together for a couple of years, planned a bar crawl. You were in college, so you weren't there.
I remember you having them though.
Yeah. We planned bar crawls, and they were like day drinking, which everything's cheaper if you go to like a happy hour or something. So that's an option. We bar crawled to like random shitty Lower East Side bars, had the best time. I don't think I spent a lot of money. Like we had a couple handles at our apartment. Everyone, you kind of like load up at the pregame, you go to like a bar, you get a drink, there's no cover. I don't see a reason why bar hopping should be expensive. If you don't want to drink at the bars, don't drink at the bars.
Right.
Drink at the pregame, and then maybe you get yourself like one drink just to keep the buzz. Yeah. Hopefully it's late enough where like that's fine. So I think there are ways around it. You could also always like sell your feet pics on OnlyFans. It's always an option.
Always.
You don't have to show your face. You don't have to give personal information. I hope you have nice feet. I think you can show them off.
Yeah.
Help pay your rent. Help go to bars. Yeah. Help go to like a Wednesday dinner at Bond Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might not adjust things, but I would say like the best thing you can do if you haven't really laid it out for them is just make sure that they understand where you're at financially. And if they don't adjust and they really want to be doing all these things and going to these dinners, then there's not a lot you can do about it, but skip sometimes or make sure that you do drink enough at the pregame, etc. But if you lay it out and you say like, I am really short on money and like these last couple months have been hard and whatever, like maybe if we go to dinner, we could just do like a pub or like somewhere that's a little bit more casual than like these really expensive restaurants. And they might, if they want you there bad enough, then they might be like, okay, let's try to do a lighter place and not go to like the most expensive sushi restaurant and whatever. So I think you could just explain the situation and see if they change their tune a little bit. I have done that for friends. Like, it's happened before.
Yeah, of course.
Where I'll be like, I'd rather go with you and go somewhere like less bougie and have you there than not have you there.
Right.
And honestly, if they would always rather go to a bougie restaurant than have you there, then like they just might not be that great of friends.
Right. Maybe you get new friends.
Maybe get some new friends that from like your job that make what you make.
A combination of get new friends, get creative about hosting, have an earnest conversation about where your earnings are at.
Yeah.
Go to places that don't have the most expensive drinks and like you don't have to pay cover.
Yeah.
Sell your feet pics.
Yeah.
Or like other pics. Sell whatever pics you feel comfortable selling. Like, the girls on OnlyFans make bank, so get your bag.
So true.
Yeah.
I also have one alternative is you could always eat, and I've had friends who have done this before. You could eat at home and then go to dinner just to hang out at dinner, and you don't have to get food and pay. I've actually had friends do that before where they'll be like,
I've done that before. That sucks, but like you could do that.
It does, but you don't have to then miss out on the good time. You just don't have to pay $80 for a meal. You can eat at home and then just go sit at the table and like maybe get one drink and sit with everyone.
Right.
And that's, it's not the most ideal situation, but if it's a good compromise for if you're in this predicament,
right,
I would say.
Okay. All right. Second one. Hey, Sydney. I'm hoping your sister can help with this, as I've heard you say she's a new mom. I sure am. And I look like a teenager, right? Anyway, when I first had my baby, her name is Amy, and she's my whole world, I set some boundaries with my friends. I'm the first one in the group to have a baby, and they were not very understanding when I couldn't come to dinners or hang out. Now it's been about 2 years, and things are more stable, so I can actually go out, but they've stopped inviting me. I feel weird saying anything about it because I'm the only one who initially set the boundary, but I've mentioned a few times I'm more free these days, and they still haven't been inviting me. What should I do?
Oh, that's all you, bro.
First of all, well, she's 2, so I won't say congrats because Amy's 2, but congrats on having a 2-year-old. Okay, I again think you can get creative like the first one and host some things at your house if you're comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
If you have a good space where you can have friends over. If you're the one hosting, you can ensure that you are being included.
Yeah.
I think you can also be the one to reach out and say, hey, I would love to get dinner. Is anyone free? If you initiate the plans, you automatically are involved in said plan, and you're making an effort showing people that you want to reach out and you want to hang out. And then as you happen to be at more and more in these events, you're more on people's minds to invite you to stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like, your mom, you're at an age where people are not doing like high school shit where they're just going to be exclusive and cliquey and not want to hang out with you. If that's the case, it's like, run for the hills.
Yeah.
I've said it once, I'll say it 100 times. Like, run for the hills from girls who suck. I would also suggest, because it sounds like maybe these friends don't have kids, or maybe they do have kids, but if you're able to make friends with some of the moms of Amy's peers, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like with the other moms, right? So that you can include the kids in some of your plans and have like a different group of friends. It's hard to rely. I have 2 main groups of friends, and it's really nice because if one of my groups is like more heading towards being moms, the other one, well, actually it's a mix of both in both groups, but I do have a friend in one group who lives close to where I live. So it's like, I know I have someone who will just see a movie with me or get dinner or hang out there, and she's pregnant. So I also know that like we can do mom things together. And then I have my high school friends, again, there's like a mom that's 30 minutes away that I can hang out with, and I still have friends in the city. Like, diversifying your friends so that you have different people for different things. Some people who want to be a mom with you, some people who want to get drunk with you. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I also think this is a situation, like, sometimes you can't have like such honest conversations and you have to like tiptoe around certain things or find a way to say something that's not so blunt. I think in this situation, you can just be so honest and acknowledge that this situation is partially of your own doing and be like, listen, I know that when I had a kid, like, I really set boundaries that I was like not going to go out and I needed to be home, and like I was really stressed about ever leaving the house. And I know that was me and that I kind of distanced myself. And I am sorry if that made you guys feel like I was doing that to you as opposed to something I was doing for me. Mm-hmm. But now she's older and I really do want to be involved in the group again. And like, invite me if you do things and I would really appreciate it. I think that could go a long way. If you acknowledge
an earnest conversation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree.
But especially not just being like, hey, I feel really left out and I want you guys to invite me to stuff. You have to acknowledge, like, I know the reason why you're not inviting me is because I said these things. Now things have changed and I don't feel that way anymore. And I'm sorry if you felt like that was still how I felt.
Right.
Like, I think that's the important part, is acknowledging that you asked for this a little bit.
Yeah. I think like sometimes people, they might be receptive to hearing that, but if they're not used to inviting you, it just like slips their mind. So being the one to initiate, being the one to host.
Yeah. Well, I think
as
all
people
those
see
things,
you more and have more plans with you, it then just becomes natural for you to be involved.
Yeah. I think all those things in combination.
Piece of hair. You've a very on that side. Good.
I think all those things in combination, like have the conversation, make an effort to host things, you don't even have to host things, make an effort to plan things too.
And sell your feet pics.
Because it could never hurt.
Like it never hurts to like sell pictures of your feet and make more money. Money can't buy you happiness. Yes, it can. Sorry, it absolutely can.
Yeah, even if you have ugly feet, like there's an audience for everything.
There's a market for ugly feet for sure.
Yeah, there are.
We've discussed, my husband and I, if I were to start an OnlyFans for my feet, and like he would help me run it, and then we just like kind of can't bring ourselves to do it for whatever reason. I'm hoping the money will come from elsewhere, but you know, it's never off the table. There's maybe like always a 1% chance I'll start an OnlyFans for my feet. Yeah. I have nice feet.
You do have nice feet.
Yeah.
Our whole family, because we have good nail beds too, so we have good like toes.
Yeah, we have nice feet.
We do.
So.
I never did, but when my TikTok first started going viral, I got a lot of offers
for feet
pics. There was one guy who offered me $7,000 on pictures of my feet. It was really hard for me to turn that down.
Send him my way.
my sister has really similar feet if you would like to have hers instead.
They're a little more narrow, so if you prefer like a narrow foot. What
do you mean they're more narrow? You're saying I have fat feet?
No, I have specifically narrow feet. I have grandma's feet. Mom's always said that.
Oh.
That they're narrow. Certain shoes are very uncomfortable because there's like a little too much space on the side. Mm-hmm. It's not like a flex. Like feet are feet, and also your feet like don't get fat. I mean, if you gain a lot of weight, I'm sure they do. But feet just stay the same size, and I'm not like flexing that I have narrow feet. I'm just saying
you do have narrow. Smaller, more dainty feet than me. I'm like a size 10.
I'm like a 9.
I thought you were an 8.
Yeah, in high school.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am a 10. I have a huge penis. It is what it is. You know, what are you gonna do?
For some reason, was not expecting you to say that.
Well, when I went to the bar last night, the bartender Shane that we've like come to be friends with, I went to like say hi, and he went, "You have huge hands," and I was like, "Yeah, you've seen my penis," and he like genuinely was so caught off guard. I love to make a good penis joke.
Who doesn't? And who doesn't love to hear a good penis joke? I personally do.
I would start an OnlyFans of me just telling penis jokes.
That doesn't. You could just do that on TikTok.
That's true.
You know,
I'll make that TikTok money. I'm not even on the
a new series
program. Penis jokes, a new series by Sydney Joe.
Yeah.
Later the group chat. Who needs the group chat these days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is everything. Those are our 2 entries for the group chat weigh-in.
Yeah.
Now we have TV recap, but I have to say I don't have so much to say about Summer House because we have talked to death about the Amanda West Sierra situation, and I actually couldn't even tell you what happened in this episode because my brain is so clogged with the constant news, the news cycle of them that's happened since Tuesday night. So
I don't think we need to talk about Summer House at all. I think we could talk about Love Overboard.
Yes.
Do you mind if I pee really quick?
I do not mind.
I really have to pee. Okay. And I was going to try to wait to the end of the episode, but I cannot.
All right, we're back. We're not going to recap Summer House. There's nothing to say.
No.
Period.
Literally, who cares? It's so 6 months ago. So a year ago, actually.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Okay, Love Overboard.
Love Overboard. I have seen all of Love Overboard because I did
I thought you hadn't seen it all.
No, I told you I had seen it all.
Oh, I said, have you seen it all? And you were like, I don't know. I don't know if
I said yes.
New episodes out.
No, I said I don't know if all of the episodes are out, but I've seen it all because they sent them to me before it was released because I did a brand deal with them and I had to watch it in order to write the script. Mm-hmm. So I have seen all of them. And they sent it to me with like my name watermarked on the episode so that I couldn't share it anywhere. But I'm hearing very mixed reviews. I thought the concept of it was good.
It's very Love Island, with just like something added to make it not Love Island. So you have to couple up in order to avoid, well, you have to couple up if you want to have luxuries on the boat. And then in order to avoid getting basically kicked off the boat, you have to stay coupled up and make sure that that person chooses you as opposed to their other option. I mean, there's more to it than that. Just watch it. But it's very Love Island in that sense. And then the difference is like the topsiders, the people who get the luxury on the boat, versus the downsiders, the people who are in like the staff quarters, who have to serve them and sleep in bunk beds and have, you know, less than ideal.
That does create a very competitive environment. Mm-hmm. Right off the bat, I think, oh my God, what was her name? Bailey? The one who was crying like immediately.
Oh, I don't know.
It was in the video that I posted and I was like, she's crying. Why is she crying?
I was having a hard time kind of, they don't do any packages, like videos introducing the cast, which Love Island does do, so I was having a hard time. I don't feel connected to these people yet. I've only watched the first 2 episodes because there was no context about who these people are, like where they're from, how old they are. That might be on the screen when they're speaking, I don't remember, but where they're from, how old they are, what they do for a living. Those are things that kind of help to cement someone's identity in your brain. And also help you maybe to remember their names. Not knowing anything about them, they just get thrown in here. There's 16 of them. Which is a lot. And like in Love Island, I think only starts with 10. And because we're not getting any background, also, these people seem to not be having very in-depth conversations. So I'm not learning anything about these people through the conversations either. It's just kind of like this immediate backstabby environment, which does make for good TV. Of people just trying to get in the luxury side, to be a topsider and live in luxury. And then I guess like as a side quest almost, they're now looking for love. And then that one guy, James, who just like keeps saying he's horny. And I'm like, can you stop?
Literally stop saying that. It gets better as it goes. I think we will have like a longer sort of recap about it when you get to a certain point. There's a lot with this girl, Leela.
Leela is the blonde. Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's a lot that goes on with this girl, Leela. It's very Haley-esque.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
She's not a girl's girl.
No.
So I did gather that from that girl who cries was interested in David, I think his name is, who Lo is partnered with, and they out of the gate very strong couple. I think we're all supposed to immediately really like them. Again, I don't know anything about them, so they seem nice. He's very attractive. The girl who cries a lot wants him. Leela goes and tells him that. And it's like, okay, you have no loyalty. However, you did just meet this girl like maybe 5 minutes ago.
I have to look up her name because it's really gonna bother me.
Okay.
Bella.
Oh, you were not close with, what were you calling her?
I said Bailey. I wasn't that far off.
I guess you weren't.
Yeah, Bella. Bella crying immediately just because she found out she was a downsider is like really funny.
She is having the most overreactions to everything.
And then the girl, when they're in the room and they're consoling her because she's crying, and one of the girls is like, you should put on deodorant, like you smell. I was like,
oh, I like didn't clock that.
Oh my God. I was like, that's so vicious. Kick her when she's down. Goddamn. But I do think there is potential for the premise. The falling off the plank is like funny, but I think like
it makes it more dramatic that you're choosing someone and not choosing someone else. That they like have to fall into the water however many feet, like in their full outfit.
I also think season 1 of any show, like it'll get better because they learn how to like work out the kinks and they add things and they take things away. So like for a season 1, I think it's pretty strong. I think it will get better. I do think it's really funny that Alex Cooper and Alex Earl are both doing like reality shows at the same time, considering.
Well, Alex Cooper's reality show is actually not, she's just a producer.
She's not on it, but she made
Alex
one.
Earl's show is Alex Earl's show. Right. And it's also not, it hasn't aired yet. They're still filming.
I know. I was there at the filming the other night. Yeah.
I immediately recognized Tim. He is like a thirst trap TikToker.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't look him up after, and I probably should have to like 100% confirm that, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't come up on my feed in a long time, but his videos get like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of likes, and then they'll show up on my For You feed every now and then. It's been a while, and it's just like whatever the trending audio is, it's like something kind of sexual. He makes 300 videos to that trending audio and just posts every couple hours.
Oh my God, I have to look him up. That's so funny. I did not know that.
Yes, look him up right now. Just type in Tim and see if it comes up. I don't know if he has a lot of followers. He must at this point. But again, like if they had done any kind of background introductions for these people and they had mentioned that he's a TikToker and like shown some of his videos, I like to root for people, but I need to know who they are before I can root for them. So the idea of the... Yeah, that's him, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He does have 1.5 million.
What's like his what's his top video?
He doesn't have any videos pinned.
Oh. Tim, what the hell?
Tim, I'm going to give you some advice. It's really good to have pinned videos on your TikTok so that people know what to expect from your content. Just as like a seasoned vet, I'm just right. You know.
Yeah, I have videos pinned and I have 400 followers. So
there's some free advice for you. The first piece of advice is always free.
So yeah, Tim, I recognize from TikTok. And I just wish that they would have given me an introduction to him. Because that is like a good thing to know. Where did you pluck these people out of? Where are they coming from?
I don't know.
Are they all influencers? Right. Like I like to have that information.
Yeah.
Love Island, they pick the most regular ass people.
Right.
I know for Love Island US, they like to pick people who have followings on social media. It helps to garner interest in the show, of course.
Should I go on Love Island?
Absolutely
I'm just
not.
Joking.
Yeah. Unless you would like to be dry humping someone on TV, which I personally don't want to see that for you.
I don't think I would want that.
You're better off selling your feet pics on OnlyFans.
That's true. I think Dad and Charlie would not really appreciate that. I'm
no
also
good.
like, in terms of reality TV, I'm saving myself for Traitors. You know,
for Big Brother.
No, I can't be on Big Brother anymore. I could never be on Big Brother. I thought about applying so many times.
Why couldn't you be on it?
2 reasons. First of all, I could never be on camera for 24 hours a day. Right. That would stress me out so much.
Mainly it's like, how do you poop?
That was the next thing I was going to say.
2, sharing a bathroom with 16 other people. Pass. Hard
that
pass.
Was literally my next thing. I could not. I don't even know how. I would probably end up making myself sick because my body will not let me go in an environment like that.
Same. Uncomfortable
And the fact
scenarios.
that there is a camera in the bathroom, I'm like, I just know that like
it's not on.
So they say, but like my mind would go there. I'm like, it is there.
They've never leaked footage of someone pooping in the Big Brother house.
No, but it doesn't mean that there's not some like gross tech guy who's just low key watching. Back in the day, they used to. They put on Big Brother After Dark.
Show them pooping?
They showed Danielle peeing, and that was a big part of the reason why they switched to Alison Groner. Yeah. Because they were doing a lot of that type of shit and like trying to like catch girls when they got out of the shower at just the right moment.
It was like a little sleazy.
It was a little sleazy.
Right.
Because
and they gave them a lot of alcohol. They were very drunk before they switched production.
They also only used to pick like really hot people and then they'd have like a few oddballs. Like these days
I didn't have a problem with that.
I didn't have a problem with that either, but that's you have like a bunch of hot you have a bunch of hot girls in a house where there's cameras everywhere showering out in the open, and then you have a bunch of guys running the camera systems. Like
also people with brain cells need to play that game. You can't just pick hot people.
Yeah.
You having a diverse cast is what makes it interesting.
Right.
You pick all like a jock type and all like a popular girl type and like everyone's going to get along and you're going to have cat fights, but that's not what that is what Big Brother used to be. It's not what it is now. It's not the show that we know because we didn't really watch it back then.
No.
We just happened to know.
I, as you know, went back and watched all of the original seasons. There was something to that because it was a lot more like it was less about the game. Like people were fighting because they were just fighting. And it had not a lot to do with the actual game of Big Brother. There always, of course, was drama with like getting backdoored and all these things. But a lot of it was like people were hooking up in the house. People were drinking. And a big part of the game was like people forming fake showmances to try to get themselves to the end. Mm-hmm. That was why Dr. Will and was like Boogie, and Janelle was like a big thing because Will was literally playing.
They both had fake showmances. Mike and Will.
Mike and I think her name was Erica actually were dating, and I'm pretty sure that at the end of the show he like asked her to be his girlfriend for real. Oh. They really did like each other. Will fully used Janelle because she was really good at comps and was always in a position of power, and he just actually fully played her so hard to get himself to the end. And then her and Erica figured out what was going on, and they booted Will out of the house, and Mike won that year.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, love Overboard.
Okay.
Just went down a rabbit hole. We have to save our Big Brother content for Big Brother season.
Well, there will be so much to talk about when the new season comes out.
I know, there will be. But we've been recording for way too long.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And we have to
wake the boys soon.
Yeah. And we do have to record a special episode that's going to air next week because you're away.
Yes.
So we got to, it's late. We got to do that.
Yeah.
All the Love Overboard talk to say, I will keep watching. I'm kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like I'm watching while I'm like doing something else. I need to be a little bit more drawn in. I don't care so much about the characters, and I think I need that in order to care about what's happening to them. Like, yeah. But it is early, so am I going to care about the first person kicked off? No. And thankfully, I was going to say thankfully it was James, but it wasn't.
No.
Unfortunately, it wasn't James.
Yeah.
And then the next person, so spoiler, the next person kicked off. That was like a good kind of turn of events where I think her name was Sophia.
Yeah.
Was kind of using this guy who's very annoying and confident and cocky in like the worst possible way. He thinks the world of himself, and he shouldn't.
Yeah.
And he picks this girl to go on a date. Or no, sorry, she picks him because she knows he's obsessed with her, and he'll bring her up to the topsiders from where she's living in a bunk bed.
Yeah.
So she chooses him, and then his current connection is like left out in the cold.
Yeah.
So now they come back from their date. The current connection and Sophia, the new connection, have to stand on the planks, and then he gets to choose, and they each get to give a speech. And the other girl, Anna, I think was who it was.
Yeah. Completely throws Sophia under the bus.
Smart. She was like, Sophia's playing you. She doesn't like you. She mouthed, help me, which she did do.
Yeah, she did.
Sometimes I was confused. I felt like she did like him.
No, I actually don't think so. And then I do think it was helpful that everyone else who was up on top was like, she was like, raise your hand if you think that Sophia actually likes him. And everyone was like,
right. No one raised their hands. Yeah. I think they're also the cast is seeing more than what we saw.
Yeah.
Because the conversations she had, she seemed interested, and they didn't show any like confessionals. Do they have those even?
No, I don't. Yeah, they do.
They didn't show her and in private ever saying that she was using him.
Yeah.
But then there was like the scene of her mouthing "help me" when she was going on a date with him that points to.
I think
as a watcher, I think it was a little confusing, but in the end, he ended up choosing Anna and not her because he believed her speech that Sophia was using him. Which she was.
Yeah, that was smart. This kind of reminds me of Below Deck. It's like a similar vibe.
I never watched Below Deck.
I think the topsider downsider thing wasn't there, and I don't know that it was.
Because Below Deck is about people who are working on the boat, so it's not really the same.
It's not the same, but some of the vibes are the same, and people do end up dating on that show a lot. Of course, there's a lot of like
people
hookups.
Date on any reality show. You have like young, attractive people. People are going to be dating.
Even Big Brother, there's so many showmances.
Right,
it always ends up happening. Right. Yeah. So that's it for Love Overboard. We'll see what happens when you watch. I already know, but when you watch the rest of the season, we'll talk about the rest of it.
Yeah. Well, that's our episode. So you'll have a special episode next week, not the usual topics.
Yeah.
And then back to regularly scheduled programming in like mid-April.
Yes. This was a little bit of a chaotic episode.
It was really both of us
are brain
My brain
dead.
Was off.
Yeah, but we'll do better next time.
Okay,
and we'll see you next week.